Hey stock and options traders, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Karl Domm and I am the original Real P&L trader, and I've been trading stocks and options online since the mid-1990s. If you're here to learn about trading or to figure out if a stock or options course on YouTube is worth the money, then make sure to subscribe to the channel. One of my goals is to change this industry. I want to change the buying criteria when anyone wants to buy a stock or options course on YouTube. If promises are made by a YouTube instructor when selling a course, then I believe they should prove their credibility. And I see only one way to prove credibility, and that is to share P&L. Not only share P&L, but also share the account P&L volatility, which means how much did the account move up or down? If your account made a 20% return, but it was down 60% at one point, then the 20% return is not a good return on risk. Sharing the P&L volatility is important because risk-adjusted returns are the truth. And this is why I share my P&L and I show my daily moves of my P&L. Now, I would not buy a course from a YouTuber that makes promises without sharing their P&L, and I hope you would not either. In this video, I'm going to go over my real P&L for the month of August 2022. I'm going to share my real P&L for the month of August 2022, and I'm trading three separate systems in three separate accounts. And before I get into the P&L, I want to briefly go over what the market did in August. And this will give you an idea of what my trading systems had to contend with over the last month. Now, my question is always, what type of market was August? In my book, I go over the four types of markets for premium selling options traders. Four market types are: number one, the rising bull; number two, the sideways market; number three, the grind down market; and number four, the crash market. So first I'm going to go over my take, and then I'm going to go over what happened in the last month of trading. Okay, looking at the market for August 2022, you can see I have SPX, the S&P 500 represented here. And in August, the S&P 500 started by moving higher, went from here up to the peak on the 16th, a little over 4.5%. And then from this level here, it just hit a peak and it began to fall at that point over 8.5%. So you can see this kind of continued. It kind of continued in August and then hit this peak, and now it's just trending down. Overall, in the month of August, let's see. So we began here and we ended here, down about not quite 4.25%, so just over 4%. The market is actually down for the month of August. This is definitely, when you look at the four possibilities of the market type, the month of August was a grind down market. And from a longer term overall, the market made its low back in June. Let's look at that right here, back on June 17th. And it really hasn't come close to that low, to breaking that low again. And let's look at the volatility, the VIX. So you can see, where do we start here? Last day of the month, we ended here. The volatility was around 21. Got as high as 27. Right now it's around 26. So the volatility rose around from 21 to 26. It's not a real significant move. However, option premium sellers may be feeling the pinch, as anytime volatility or the price of options rise, option premium sellers can get hurt. So, and also with the market, the fundamental story is that the Fed is raising rates and that we're in a recession. But this doesn't really mean anything to the quantitative trade approach that I deploy with all of my systems. In fact, the market could continue to go down, or it could go back up, or sideways, or crash. The key is that the level 5 trader is not dependent on picking the right direction to be profitable. So the bottom line, the market direction, it's not predictable. And with this in mind, it's always good to have a non-directional trading system with your portfolio. All the trading systems I trade are proprietary and were created to make money in any market environment. I call them level 5 trade systems. Level 5 is kind of like moving from a college athlete level 4 to a pro level 5, except when it comes to applying these trade systems, you can cut in line and go from grammar school level 1 directly to the pros because the trade plans have etched in stone rules to follow. Now, level 1 through 4 trading systems do not profit in all market environments, and the only place to access level 5 trades and see Real P&L is here on my channel. After taking well over 30 online stock and options courses from YouTube instructors, I've found that none of them have level 5 trade systems. They're all level 1 through 4 and have not seen proof that level 1, 2, 3, or 4 trade plans are consistently profitable. And I'm still looking, and if you see any instructors that share their P&L, please let me know in the comments below so I can take a look. And I may have been pointed to a couple a few weeks ago, but I need to do a little more research on them. But please do point out any that you find. Now next I'll go into my 3 separate trading systems. The trading systems are number 1, the safe wheel, number 2, the earnings edge alerts, and number 3, the premier level 5. So first, the safe wheel strategy. This is a strategy I give away for free. Every Monday morning at 7:15 a.m. Pacific time, I do a live stream and trade the account live. I also answer any and all questions about the system in order to help people learn it. And the easiest way to find the live stream is to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. Now here are the results for the safe wheel for August 2022. Okay, let's get into the safe wheel account. We had last month, or the beginning of this month, we started with $6,199. We ended the month $59.24. You can see the volatility, not much really, through here. Kind of close to the low, so we've had about 4.5. We'll take a look at this, but you can see that our drawdowns may be 5%. So there is some volatility with the safe wheel. Well, let's do some numbers here. We started with 6,199 and we ended with 59.24. 59.24. So we lost 275. Down $275 this month, and divide that by 6,199. So about a 4.4% that we're down this month. So we're down 4.4% this month. Probably down around 5% when you take into account the low of the month. You know, sometimes this system does draw down. Now, if you take our year to date, you know, we started this account with $5,000. So we're up about $924 at 18.5% year to date for the safe wheel. Second, I trade my earnings edge system. This system is based on trading certain stocks coming earnings, and the goal is to turn a small account into a large account. Now this system does have some volatility, so I would start with a smaller account like $5,000. What I like about this trade is that it's long gamma, which creates asymmetry. Asymmetry is kind of like hoping for a large move if the stock either moves up or down. And the more it moves, the more profitable the trade becomes. Now I started with a $5,000 account, and I look to make 1 trade a week when earnings trades are available. My goal is to make $300 per trade and win 3 out of every 4 trades. With this system, I have 8 filters that I use to pick the stock to trade. And being really picky and making sure that the stock passes through all 8 filters may lead to scenarios where there's no trades to be taken. And this can happen when there are less stocks coming into earnings. Now, I recently lowered the price of the service down to only $149 per month, and I may increase the price in the near future. Anyone that signs up will be grandfathered into their initial price. Now, this month we traded WIN, W-I-N-N, NVIDIA, NVDA, and Baidu. So let's get into the account. Okay, looking at the earnings edge for the month of August 2022, we started the month at $5,657. So you can see we're lower than that, so we did go down in value. Basically, we can see is The first trade made some money. The second trade was up for a while and then lost money. And then our third trade made money. So there were 3 trades taken, and one of them was a pretty big loss. That kind of brought the account down. Let's take a look at the numbers. So if we started with 56.57 and we ended with 47.47, down about $910. Divide that by what we started with, 56.57. So we're down about 16% this month. So again, this earnings edge, it can be a rocky ride. Down 16% this month. Now, year to date, we started with $5,000 and we're down about $253. So we're down about 5% year to date with the earnings edge. And of course, you can see the volatility in the account. There's a lot of volatility in this account. So there you have it for the earnings edge for August 2022. Normally at this point, I would go over my 5-step options trading success program. And this is my top training program. And I've lowered the price for the system down to only $297. And I don't know how long I'm going to keep this price so low, because you're going to be learning how to trade a level 5 trade system. And because this system uses regular margin, it's not as robust as the Premier Level 5, and it will not perform as well as a Premier Level 5. But this trade plan is a close replication, making it the best Level 5 trade plan learning tool for people with smaller accounts like $6,000 to $8,000. Now, I would use this as a training program and trade it with that $6,000 to $8,000. Also note that I'm not a financial advisor, and you should contact one before investing any money into anything. Now, the 5-step system is a great way to learn how to become a level 5 trader with a low amount of capital with very, very little risk. And you can learn exactly how to trade the 5-step system by purchasing the course, and I put a link in the description below. Now I'm going to go over my main larger account where I trade my Premier Level 5 system. The Premier Level 5 trade system was put together in order to produce positive returns in any and all market environments. And this is created to achieve excellent results with very low drawdowns and a live account in all 4 market environments. One of the things that I've noticed is that people talk about inflation, they talk about deflation, they talk about interest rates rising, and all of these hurdles, all of these fundamental things that can occur when when the market can be affected by oil prices or what's going on at the grocery store, how much money we spend on gas, all these things. The bottom line is the market's either going to go up, or it's going to go sideways, or it's going to grind down, or it's going to crash, regardless of what the environment's doing and what all the talking heads are telling you. It's going to do one of those 4 things. So it's always best to have a system that takes those 4 things into account. And that's what the Premier Level 5 does. Now, if you're interested in the backtest results for the Premier Level 5 portfolio, I put a link in the description for the results starting in October 2011. Now, this account has span margin, allowing me to trade with more leverage in order to take advantage of a certain trade structure. The key is having a Level 5 trade plan, which is a proper trade structure and trade plan in place that takes advantage of the premium seller's edge and is proactively hedged at the same time. If that same portfolio can be managed in less than 15 to 30 minutes a week, then I believe it's a good system. Now, I understand people trade to make money, but what good is the money without the time to go with it? And that's why I'm baffled when I see people spending their time learning how to day trade, which puts them in front of the computer stressed out all day. Not to mention, day trading is unproven. Would it be more prudent to learn a system that creates both time and money? This is why I highly recommend learning about the Level 5 trade plans and adding another dimension that can create a real edge. Now, this month with the Premier Level 5, I made 2 trades, which were 2 opening trades, that took about 15 minutes to create and manage. And so far, since the trade inception on April 8, 2022, the system record has 12 trades with 8 wins, 2 losses, and 2 current open trades, with an approximate max drawdown of 4% from peak to trough. Now the market has had a maximum drawdown of around 19% and is currently down around 12% since April 8th. And that's when I started the Premier Level 5 trade system. Now here are the results for my Premier Level 5 portfolio for August 2022. Okay, here's the account for the Premier Level 5 for August 2022. And you can see again, there's something wrong with the way that Thinkorswim reports the results. So you can't really see the volatility. You're just gonna have to kind of take my word for it, unfortunately, on the volatility. But you can see that the account's worth $31,229. So that's a solid number. And if you need to, when you join the group, you can ask anyone in the group what the volatility was. The largest drawdown for this account has been about 4% since inception on April 8th, 2022. Now, we started here. Let's do some calculations. See what kind of returns we're getting. So we ended the month with $31,229, and we started the month with $29,549. So we made $1,680. We're up $1,680 for the month. We'll divide that by where we started, $29,549. And we did about 5.7% for the month of August 2022. That's pretty good. S&P was down over 4%. So we vastly outperformed. Now the lowest drawdown again with this particular account has been 4% year to date. And year to date, the account's up 4.1%. And if you compare that with the S&P 500 over the same time period, which was beginning in April 8th till present, the S&P 500 has been down 19% during that time period, and it's currently, at the end of this month, currently down 12%. So we're up 4%, S&P down 12%. So there you have it for the month of August for the Premier Level 5 trade alerts. Most of you would benefit from my Premier Level 5 trade alerts, and this requires a minimum of $30,000 and uses span margin. And if you like the Synthetic Dragon, the Premier Level 5 is as close as you can get without investing in my managed fund. The Premier Level 5 trade alerts is a culmination of over 28 years of trading experience. I've easily taken over 500 different trade plan ideas and ran over 10,000 back tests to find this trade. And this plan took well over 40 hours just to backtest. And it has similar characteristics to the Synthetic Dragon, but it has a different trade structure with a very similar trade plan. And this means management is less than once per week, which gives the freedom to trade less and live more. Now this Premier Level 5 is an educational experience for my subscribers. Watching me trade this in real time and watching how I handle certain situations will bring significant insights to the students. Now I added a link in the description for the Premier Level 5 trade alerts. If you have a smaller account, less than $30,000, you can follow my Safe Wheel for free or my Earnings Edge alert system. And if you're more interested in learning how I trade options and eventually want to graduate to the Premier Level 5 system, then I recommend my 5-step course. See the link in the description for the Premier Level 5 alerts, the Earnings Edge alerts, and the 5-step course.